Hey, my name's Jake Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about the nationwide house price index. They've just released their latest data from October house prices. So in this video, we'll be talking about, have house prices gone up? Have they remained stable, or are they in decline? And what does Nationwide think is going to happen longer term? We're going to talk about the lower end of the market, the middle of the market, and the top end of the market. We'll give you the average house price as well, and what they expect to happen for the rest of the year. Now, if you're new around here and you haven't done before, do subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We've just hit 50,000 subscribers. And by subscribing, you'll get all the latest house price news, interest rate news, property news on a whole, and property investing tips, and much, much more. And let's get some views on this video. Your part is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really has helped the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that takes a second to do that. So, we're back in the office. I hope you had a good Halloween. We had a great time taking little Emily around trick-or-treating on Friday, and we had school fireworks yesterday, which was quite good. So that was fun. Let's talk about house prices, though, because that's what you want to know, not what we've been up to on the weekend. So, Nationwide. These guys obviously give us data every single month. They're always first. Halifax comes in about a week or so later. And remember, with the Nationwide data, it's their lending book. So this isn't what the whole market is doing. This is what they're lending on at the moment. So this doesn't include cash sales. It doesn't include data that Halifax has got. Or if NatWest has sold a house, it doesn't include that. But they are a big lender. They've got multiple brands. They've got the Nationwide. They've got Virgin Money is also their brand as well. And Mortgage Works, which is one of the biggest buy-to-let lenders. And so they said last month in September that house prices were up 0.5%. So it was a pretty big increase in September. And this month they're saying they're still up, but not as much. So it has slowed down now. So they're saying October, 0.3% up for the month, which is not insignificant. And that is buoyed still by the fact that in the summer, we're talking June and July, there was a lot of cuts by lenders. There was a lot of lenders that went below 4%. And so that got the market moving somewhat at that time. So what about on an annual basis? Where are house prices there? Well, this has creeped back up as well. So remember, this is a rolling 12-month average and currently sits at 2.4%. It was at 2.2%, but obviously if a small increase month rolls off and a little bit of an improvement rolls onto the data, which it has, 0.3 and 0.5 are now in there, then that average is going to go up. Now, what you've also got to look at here is if you take into account that inflation is pretty much 4%, that actually house prices are down in real terms on an annual basis. And that is helping the market somewhat, because house prices, a lot of people need them to become more affordable. They are expensive. They're more times your salary than they have been for quite some time. And so what we need to happen is that, look, if inflation outpaces the increases for a little while, then house prices are becoming more affordable. But more importantly, what happens then is the fact that people aren't losing lots of real cash. So let's just say you've got a mortgage and you've got a 90% mortgage. You don't want house prices to go down massively in that scenario, because you could then get into negative equity. So houses going down by inflation is the best way. And this is improving affordability for a lot of people, which is good. So what about the average house price? Where do they sit at the moment? Well, with the Nationwide data, it's 272,226. So that's where the average house price sits with all of their data. Now, what are they saying about the market? What are they saying? What's their crystal ball? Well, one thing is I like to look at their data because I think it is valuable, because as I say, often they have the crystal ball. You see, what Nationwide know, which other places don't, is the deals that are sitting on their desk right now. So they know the valuations that went out last week. They know the prices that those valuations are. And so they have a way to predict where they feel the market is going, at least for the next 3 or 4 months. They can't look at it a year out, but they know on our desk right now, we've got these valuations, and we're going to put mortgage offers out on those this week. And so those deals will be going through by December, January and February. So what are they saying? Well, they say the market is stable at the moment. But one of the biggest things that they're saying that's slowing down the market or causing people to wait and see is the budget. And it's strange because everything is getting impacted by this budget. I think this year's budget is going to be one of the biggest ever. I went to Emily to a park on Sunday, and one of the dads there doesn't know about this property channel that I run, but he was talking about the budget a lot. And I think a lot of people are having a conversation. What is the budget going to do? Are we going to get tax rises and so on? And so that's interesting that these guys are saying the budget is throttling the property market, and they feel it's stable price-wise, but it would be busier with transactions if the budget was done and dusted and we knew what the outcome was from that. So it'd be interesting to see as we get closer to the budget this month, do we get some more like nailed on leaks on what to expect to give people the option to really know what to do and maybe make a decision before the budget. So what else have they said? They've also talked about what I talked about yesterday in a video, and that's mortgage approvals. They're up. So that's good for the market, they're saying, over the short term, over a 6-month period, because that means there are more buyers in the market. Doesn't mean all of them are necessarily going to buy, but there's 9 months since we had mortgage approvals at the level that we've got today. So that means there are buyers in the market now, and that's good for sellers to get some transactions done once the budget obviously ends. Zoopla added into this as well. So Zoopla gave some data, and this is what the media picked up as well. So Zoopla are saying that properties under 500 grand, that market is moving as normal. It's the 500 grand properties that are really slower. They are slower. There's a wait and see, more cautious. People wanting to know what is actually happening at that level of the market. But 2 million plus, they say, is just dead. Like, it's just dead. The properties are sitting there. No transactions are really happening. Very few. Obviously, some will, but it's a lot quieter at the top end of the market because you might have this mansion tax going through. So imagine you're a buyer. Maybe you live in a £1 million house right now, but you could afford a £3 million house, and you're thinking about buying that, but maybe you'll be put off if this mansion tax goes through. And so that is a consideration for some at the moment. They want to see, does the mansion tax go through? Does the property tax go through as well? And that is slowing that end of the market considerably. So that's where we got with house prices, 0.3% up. It's still up back-to-back months with the nationwide data. We'll have to see what happens with the Halifax data in the next few days to see what they're seeing happening in the market. Let me know what you think about this. And this is the last chance because we're going to be launching it by tomorrow. Join our VIP list. We're launching something really special here on the Property Accelerator channel. We've been building it for 6 months, and to get all the inside information as it launches, you need to join the VIP list. That's in the description. It's in the first comment. Hundreds have already joined. By joining the VIP list, as soon as we announce this new training that we've got, that everyone else charges thousands for, we're not going to charge even $1,000. It's much cheaper than that. You're going to get the first opportunity to enroll in that. Spaces will be limited. The best price will be to the VIPs as well. So I'm going to put that in the description. Join that now. Do, before you go, smash like, do subscribe, and check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.